Okay, no internet connection. Who'd have thunk it? Says here I have, 7:16 a.m., 6/4/2017. Happy Sunday. Why, oh why, are people that are installed as intelligence over everyone else? Namely, right this minute, I'm talking about Division of Family Services, 65301 Sedalia, Missouri. In the late 80s, 90s, up to about 95-ish. Okay. Why? When they are so knuckleheaded. And yeah, I kind of don't mean that in a really nice way. Because they're knuckleheaded. Take for instance, why couldn't they keep that girl from going back to a house where she had just told them that she was raped 2 or 3 times a day? Why? Why couldn't they have done that? They took her out of school. Okay. They took her out of county. Okay. 2 total strangers to her. Taking her out of the county. Taking her to another stranger's. Here, bill her up for us for a while. We'll think of some questions to ask. Alright. Nothing on the diagram of bruises, bites, breaks, abrasions, scrapes, scratches, cuts, lacerations, punctures, gunshots, knife wounds, bite marks, nothing. Abso-freaking-lutely nothing. And I wish I had that right now in front of me. I would get it online and have it up here right now. But I don't. So I'm sorry for that. Nothing in the way of wounds. Okay? Brought her back, let her off at school. She got on the school bus like any other day. Arrived to the drop-off point up the block from us. And waltzed in the front freaking door. Why couldn't they, while even as far out of town as they were at Marshall, phoned Sedalia? Because whether cell phones were popular back then or not, I didn't have them. They possibly had them. Phoned ahead. Say, listen, we've got to bring this girl back to Sedalia. We're gonna act on this as if it were real, but keep that on the QT. Have someone near or outside her house when we get there to explain she won't be coming home today. How about that? Does that sound like a working plan to you? But no. Or have someone in that house so she arrives, she's safe. We'll maintain the Myers while she runs up to her room and grabs some clothes or whatever. How about that? Would that have worked? I believe that sounds like a plan. But no, there had been no keeping her out of any sort of so-called danger or dangerous circumstance, situation. None. Even when she went up to visitation and she told her mother that I had done something to her, and her mother phoned down to family services, she was not kept out of the so-called dangerous situation. Why not? Sounds like a bloody smart thing to do if it were me. How about we don't let her go back there at all? Even though our 6 weeks that we had planned on being a trial test time from meeting this person called Dad that we had been told that was dead for 13 years, and it becoming a reality and a concrete permanent situation with the court and the modification. Let's just keep her out of that, shall we? But then and again, nobody ever accredited these people with having any brains. Why, upon hearing that house, which was at the time known as 208 South Washington Avenue, 65301 Sedalia, Missouri, cordoned off with crime scene tape, it could have happened at the drop of a pin by either of those two who took her off the school grounds to begin with, the social worker and the juvenile officer. To say, we need you all to go over to said address, cordon off the entire property as a crime scene. Put a do not enter sign on the door if you have to, so that daughter's stepdaughter doesn't get in while somebody blinks, waltzes all in there. Didn't that crime scene have the right to be treated as a crime scene? Because by the looks at it, their so-called victim isn't being treated like a victim. Their so-called victim's being treated like a crash dummy. Crash on into the house where you just said was a crime everyday scene. Crash on into your dad, who you, for some reason, whatever reason, need to speak to him out in the hall in private. Crash on in there, rots a wreck. Why, oh why, oh why? Wasn't the mad and crazy rapist gonna attack her when she came in the door? He'd been doing that supposedly for X number of times up until that point. Why not on that day? On that day, was he on break? Was he on vacation? Was he taking his flaccid penis up to the doctor for an overhaul? Well, I know and you know and they knew after she said the so-called 2100-time rapist, flaccid rapist penis was flaccid, that it wasn't going to hurt her to go back into the house, whether it was home or not. La-dee-da, it was flaccid, can't you see? She said it was flaccid, might as well go back into the so-called crime scene. It's not going to do anything but flass. This whole thing a charade to burn us up, to do us in. That girl in charge, apparently. We can't do anything. She still attaches to us. Why can't they say, look, you said this thing and that thing about that person and this person, don't go there. Don't even look at them. Go forward with your life. You know, don't pass go, don't collect $200. You're done with them. You are done with them. Don't let your little boy do it either. Detach. Don't make us a part of your social wheel. We know we're not there in the flesh, but we can still see and hear, can't we? Or is that unheard of in Iowa? Detach from us. You're not coming back. We don't want you. You said we did these horrible things. What the F is the damn... What in the hell is wrong with you? I just want to keep on being a part of these people? Because why? Because they're so nice? Bingo. They're so nice, I still want to be a part of them, even though. Does this make sense to anyone? How can somebody be this kind of effed up and that kind of effed up, turn them in, get them thrown in prison, but want to hang around? I want to hang around there. They've got something I want. What have we got that you want, girlie? Huh? Our only son that you haven't managed to corrupt and bend into some sort of perverted crazy? What? What could it possibly be? I'd really love to know. But every morning we get hooked up in that way. I can feel it. I just don't have a means to photograph it or record it. I don't know what's going on out there. I have enough issues in here. This is my little world. I stay in it. Why can't she stay in her own little world? She can attach her husband to that little world. She can attach her little boy to that little world. She can attach her mom, her BFF, her neighbor, her horse. I don't care. Something like Velcro attachments, but not. Quit hooking us up. We don't want hooked up with you. We're sorry we ever wanted hooked up with you. You're a moron. You make me want to shoot you. Although I can't. Because I can't. It's illegal.